Kevin, you've obviously done this, what, 17 years now? 18, excuse me, 18.
All mine,
18. You've obviously done this 18 years. Is it still that energy, that first couple of days of camp for you still?
Yeah. It's always fun getting back into the swing of things. It's been a long summer. You kind of miss the guys, you miss the routine a bit. Anxious to see what the new coaching staff is like. So it's an exciting part of the year.
Curious with the three-guard look. How does that ideally look offensively for you guys when you look at three guards and Tyus, Devin, and Brad?
Just three guys that can, handle the ball, bring the ball up, be able to make plays off the dribble, shoot the basketball as well. So it's always good having multiple guys that can do those things.
Last thing I had was Tyus at the point. You play with point guards, and he's someone that the assist-to-turnover ratio is incredible. How much does that change what this team can do offensively when you have a point guard like that?
Yeah, I think turnovers is an emphasis on every team. I think that something we struggled with a lot last year, trying to get on the same page with one another. And, so that's been an emphasis since our first meeting with Coach Bud. It's just nipping that in the bud. Just making sure that we make the correct play, not trying to hit home runs all the time. And that's, sometimes you can try to make the right play and end up turning the ball over. So you want to try to find that balance as well. But this coach has been good at letting us know what we need to do from day one.
Kevin, you had a busy offseason. How much time do you give yourself just to kind of unplug and get away from basketball?
It's no getting away from this lifestyle, man. You can't, you know what I'm saying? You go on vacation, but you gonna work out while you're there. You gonna still talk to your team. You're still gonna talk to your teammates. So basketball is in us. It's our DNA, so it's hard to get away from it. It was good to get with my teammates, do some workout with a few guys, get in the gym, hang out with them off the court as well. So yeah, but it's no getting away from the game for us. We're committed to this lifestyle since we're kids.
How do you not get burnt out?
We love to play ball, man. Seriously, man. It's a certain level of appreciation we have for the game that keeps us coming in here every single day and wanting to get better. And when you see your progress as a player, it's exciting when you come in there and see yourself getting better. You can transfer what you do in the workouts into a game. That's the ultimate as a basketball player. So that keeps you coming back.
Grayson was just talking about what a great screener you are. I'm wondering whether that was something, when that might have developed, or if you felt like that came naturally.
Yeah, when I was in OKC, I was a slip guy. A lot of defenses would try to hedge on Russell because he's so quick getting out over the screen. So I slipped a lot. But once I got to Golden State, and we practice screening every day. And screening for Steph Curry, screening for Klay Thompson, you in the bind sometimes. So I really focused in on being more physical on my screens when I got to Golden State. But I learned the value of screening when I was in OKC.
We've heard a lot of talk about that. You guys wanting to get up more threes this season. What's kind of the approach when you and Book and Brad are so good in the mid-range, trying to find that balance?
Yeah, I think threes are a product of playing great defense. When you can get out and rebound the basketball and push and create a disadvantage for the defense on transition, and that's where a lot of the threes coming from. So you see the great teams in the league, the Bostons, who else shoots a lot of threes? Dallas. They switch a lot. They swarm at the rim and they get out and get stops, and that's able to get them some numbers on the transition, which can add to your three-point total. And then you got guys that can break you down off the dribble as well. That's the half-court generation, how you generate threes in the half-court. So we want to be able to do both of those things well, but it starts on the defensive end if we want to add more three-pointers to our repertoire.
Kevin, on the heels of that, one thing that's obvious the first couple of days is like Bud has challenged you guys to compete every set, every session, especially on that defensive end.
Yeah, the great thing about this team is we got competitors already. We got guys that take pride in who they are as individual players, and when you have that along with a coach that's preaching competition every time he brings us together as a team, that helps. So we're all on the same page when it comes to that, and we got guys on this floor that's trying to establish themselves in this team and in this league all time. We got a lot of stuff that we're playing for individually, and once we bring that to the team, coach is going to make sure we're put in the right positions to succeed.
Kevin, when you first came into the league, some teams were trying to take 23s a game. Now the number is 43s a game. What have you made of the evolution, change, whatever you want to describe it as, that the game has become with threes in mind?
Yeah, It's a natural progression of the game. The game is always grown farther and farther out from the basket, and you got players that can shoot the ball as soon as they cross half court. And you got now, in the last 6, 7 years, you got, instead of 2 or 3 3-point shooters on your team, you got at least 6 or 7 guys that can shoot threes. Even the guys that don't play as much, they're knockdown shooters as well. So that's just the evolution of basketball. The more space, the better it is. And you're seeing the value of the game, the value of space, and you're seeing how it's freeing up a lot of the great players in this league.
You've always been a rhythm guy over the course of your career. People will just tweet at you and say, hey, take more threes. And do you think it's that simple for you to just take more threes? What's the balance been over your career in finding threes when coaches want you to take them, but at the same time staying in your rhythm?
Yeah, I'm a 3-point shooter. That's been my role when I first came into the league. I think I just evolved my game to put pressure on the defense. And if it's an opportunity for me to shoot a lot of threes that night, I will. But if teams are up into my body and they want me to drive the basketball and be more aggressive to the rim and get free throws or get to my mid range, I'll do that too. So I try to play the game how to what the defense is dictating. I try to play off the defense a bit. I'm not just shoot mid range out of spite, to piss people off. I want to do what it takes to win the game, and sometimes I got to put my head down and be aggressive to go to the rim.
Kev, you mentioned just this group being competitive. What else has stood out to you about this particular team that you guys have wanting to win and pushing it?
Yeah, I don't think anything I want to say stands out because I always do this about these guys. Everybody competes. Everybody wants to win. You talk about championships, but you really don't talk about it once the season starts, once the ball gets to bouncing, because you want to build your habits every single day. But in the back of your mind, you know what the main goal is of the season, and you can tell that everybody in this locker room has that main goal. So we're just trying to keep growing every day, stack good days, build chemistry with each other and the coaching staff, and go from there.
Kevin, I'm curious if
a day about his journey back as someone who's played with him and knows what he had to kind of get through to get to this point. How nice is it for him to be back on the court?
Yeah, so happy for Dame. He's been through so much injury-wise in his career, in college, and in the league, having multiple surgeries, and it's something about the guy's character who continues to come to work every day when some stuff like that, injuries are out of your control. So he's a diligent worker. He wants to be great. He's a great teammate first of all, but once he gets on the court, he's a fierce competitor, and I just love being around him.
You mentioned year 18,
Last one.
the fact that Coach Bud said you were sometimes joking about your age. Does it trip you out that you have some guys on your team that were toddlers when you first came in the league and that or barely in the kindergarten?
It's just life, man. It's just life now. I'm just grateful to be around this long and be able to gain so much information and knowledge crossing these decades. 2 decades basically I done played in, so I'm getting a lot of energy from the younger players as well. So the younger, I guess, the better for me.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.